Hey guys, John here, and in today's training video we're going to be going over how to set up Outbrain native ads live. Woot. Woot. So basically Outbrain is a native advertising ad network. So if we look it up, we'll see Outbrain. Outbrain works with sites like Time and what have you. Let's check some of their the sites that they're showing up on. So let's check Time magazine. So what we'll see here is, this is, I don't know, this is the internet. And if we go to, let's just click on random article here. We'll see You May Like, and these are ads by Outbrain.
Karate help.
So you see You May Like, ads by Outbrain, and we see all these different ads. Stormy Daniels, Lawyer Coffee Chain, just ran out of. So we can show up here. Nikkei Asian Review, see this is a sponsored ad. Here's another sponsored ad. So we can show up in any of these spaces. See, here's another ad network. But there's a bunch of ad networks, obviously. So here's more ads. Get out of the chair. Free online workshop. How to build a business using, whatever. So this is the simplistic stuff. And see, there's more ad units here. So you see tons of ad units. Tons of ad units. And we can basically, we can try to show up in some of these places. So let's get back to the ad network. Outbrain. So first we're going to do ad campaign. So we're logged in and we click add campaign. And we're just going to name our campaign. I'm going to name this MOB Promotion number 1. And we'll have this set to start date, etc. Eastern Standard Time. On air time. Blah, blah, blah. And we see maximize for clicks. We're just going to set this up. Daily budget, let's just say $50 for now. Okay. And see the most you want to spend per day. Actual daily spend may be higher. Okay. So in this case, we're just so we don't blow, just so we get really targeted, I'm going to target some third-tier countries. Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, oopsies. Because I'm using small budgets here. Keep that in mind. So I'm using a little smaller budgets here. But let's just trying some stuff out. So I always like to try stuff out, and generally I advertise in America, but this is just for shits and giggles almost. So we could include interest from the list. So what sort of interest might our audience be into? So it's really broad on Outbrain, but let's say they're interested in technology and the internet. Okay, or we could say, okay, maybe we think they're interested in business and finance. So, we could add in small business, we could add in marketing, we could add in, there we go, marketing, retirement investment, and let's say, student loans. So we have 4 different, and let's say careers. So we have 5 different interests here, and and we'll always add in the United States. So So now we have, and this is just kind of a rule of thumb, the number of unique monthly users. Remember, the most important thing is to test and see how fast it uses your budget or how fast it doesn't, etc. Our job is to launch ads. Don't get too crazed about, what shows up over here, what shows up, on the left or the right. Just make sure, in general, you just want to get ads up and see what happens. Because that's how we're ultimately, that's the game we're playing. So $50 a day, or you could set it to $25 a day. Minimum is $20 a day. So let's do the minimum, $20 a day, okay? Just to make it easy for you guys. So here's a thing. I would say it's uncheck this. So this use extended network traffic, usually words like these, it's saying it's going to advertise places where it doesn't own the ads. So it's buying ads. Yeah, see? Because this is a way for them to make money. So what you want to do is you want to opt out of that. Don't listen to this. And best suited own sites ads by. So exclude ad block users. So I would say yes. I mean, that makes sense, right? So we have 5 interests here. We have some locations. I'm going to type in U.S. Virgin Islands. British Virgin Islands. I'm going to do Jamaica. I just like typing in some weird locations because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in these places that are really easy to reach. Usually the ads are really cheap. So let's forego this for now and let's click next. Let's type in our URL here. So our URL is johncristani.com / I already set this up. Outbrain. And what we see here is we have, this page, which is just, this is just going to my generic webinar page, which is meant to basically advertise MOBE in my program. So we'll do add content. So this is the pre-sale page of whatever product you are promoting. Okay, so whatever product you are promoting, you want that to be reflected there. And and then basically all you do is you do launch campaign. And that's it. So it says content not currently running. The reason the content is not currently running is because the ad is it's pending review. So the way to optimize, so that's real quick how to launch. Hopefully that wasn't too quick. How to launch native advertising on Outbrain. Now, in order to change up and have new pieces of content, you need to have new URLs that you can use. So Outbrain automatically creates the ad and the image for you. Notice they already have the image for me, but the way to change that up is to actually in ClickFunnels change the page. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to actually go, oopsies, let's go to our pre-sale pages, Now again, this is one of the reasons why I recommend using ClickFunnels. It makes it really easy. So let's say we're using the Robin Moore page here. Okay. So, you know, that's how easy it is to copy, and let's just say, okay, we have the Robin Moore pre-sale. Now, what we might do here is we might say, okay, copy this, let's just say we're using this URL just to make it real simple. We'd create a new ad. Sorry, we'd say in our campaign, we'd say add content. Then we'd put in our content here. Now, what Outbrain will look at is if we go into edit page here, Outbrain actually looks at, so this is our page promoting Mob. Now, Outbrain actually looks at the SEO metadata. So see this? So they say, so this is where we'd want to have our title. Can you make $8,000 per month working from home? And so you'd want to actually put in your stuff here. Okay. Also, the image that you want to use, it should also be here. So if we're going to have, one of our images, this is from our BizOp images. So maybe we're using this image, for instance. These are all images I downloaded from the the ad swipes area. So remember, I have all of the images that you need are available in the ad swipes area. You have plenty of images you can choose from. So we have a bunch of different images you can use specifically for native advertisements if you're promoting a business opportunity. So let's go over here. So see, this is an example of what it might look like if we showed this page in Outbrain. So see, we go to SEO metadata. I just copied some of the stuff here, but this image is pretty important to having the native advertising work out. So I'd click save. Okay. Then I'd go back, and basically you can modify this page as much as you want and use different images in the SEO metadata. So you could do clone funnel step, okay, and you'd basically create another example of that page. So we could do Robin Moore pre-sell image number 2, and all we do is Robin Moore pre-sell image number 2, and then what I would do is I would actually go to SEO metadata, and I would add a new image in here. So let's say I wanted to use a a woman holding up a bunch of money. So now our ad will look more like this. And that's basically it. What you want to do is you want to make sure you load these pages onto your WordPress. But now I'm in my WordPress, as you can see, John Cristani, and I'm just going to go to ClickFunnels, add new page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Robin Moore Outbrain 1. Okay. And then I'm going to select the funnel. So I'm going to select Robin Moore's pre-sell. Use this. I'm going to save page. And I'm going to copy this over to Outbrain. There we go. Then I'm going to do Robin Moore's pre-sell, and then let me add this to funnel. Image 2. And I think this actually needs to be refreshed. Oopsies. I need to go up here. Image number 2. Then we click Save Page. Sorry, I need to do this one more time. I have multiple Robin Moore pre-sales because because I've been using this for demo purposes. So then we do Save Page. So now we have 1 and 2. Okay. Now we go back here and we do 2. Robin Moore Outbrain, Robin Moore Outbrain. We can do Add Content. What should happen is boom. See, we have 2 different images here. Okay? So we have 2 valid content pieces, and as you see, we have 2 different images here. Now what we can also do is another way to go about it is duplicate it. We could duplicate it and change new ads to what we want them to be. So here are a bunch of ads that I was thinking of using. So we could change them around. Go right there. We could change, depending on what we want. We can test out a bunch of new images to see which one works the best. And I would suggest trying a ton of different images because that's how you're going to ultimately succeed. Okay? And then you just click Submit. That's it. And now you have a bunch of ads pending. And what you'll look for is you'll see how many people end up clicking on your ads. How many people end up clicking on your landing pages? The number of clicks from here should sync up to your landing pages. Then you'll see how many people click from your landing page over to your offer page in Mob or in ClickBank. So depending on what you're working with, you'll be able to see all that information. Now, if you want to get more advanced, I suggest you use the volume click tracker. It's not necessary, but this is how you launch the ads. And this is how you get started with everything we're doing. There's not too much science here. As you can see, it's about images, it's about headlines. What I'll do is I'll test the images right now, and then I'll go back and I'll see what images are working the best, and then I'll test the headlines. And I'll see if I can find a better working headline than what we currently have. So that's all there is to it. I hope that gives you guys some insight into making this all work, and promoting Mob or my program, whichever one you're promoting. And look forward to seeing you guys' success. If you have any questions about this, guys, again, I try to make this really simple. This is really simple. I'd suggest you go through some of the tracking videos and the optimization videos to learn about some of that stuff. So all the best. Good luck. Happy hunting. Again, optimization and finding images and researching is the key. And I look forward to seeing you guys become successful. Questions in the comments.